Greetings. My name is Andrew Wu. I'm a faculty member here at Ross. As you know, our university has made a substantial investment to bolster our generative AI capabilities. And one of the most important initiatives is using GenAI to deliver a better student experience in the classroom. Today, I'll talk about how we, as faculty members, can take advantage of that opportunity. This is the new U-M Maizey platform. It provides our faculty with an intuitive user interface that allows us to craft our very own teaching assistance AI for our individual courses, all in just a few minutes. In the last few months, in partnership with the university ITS, we have deployed, refined, and rigorously tested the platform. Now, with fall break on the horizon, we believe it's the perfect time for you to integrate Maizey into your classrooms as well. Here's how it works. You've seen ChatGPT in action. Now imagine a smarter version. Maizey doesn't just give generic answers. It's specifically trained using your course materials, whether they're on Canvas, Google Drive, or websites. Maizey integrates these information into its own knowledge base, specifically for your course, and will tap into that knowledge base to answer student questions. Say a student asked about a specific case study from last week. Behind the scenes, Maizey dives into your course materials to retrieve the content that's most relevant to the query. Then, it harnesses the power of the GPT engine, yep, that's the same one behind ChatGPT, to deliver a tailored answer in clear, natural language to the student. Essentially, by using Maizey, you're merging the best of ChatGPT with the best of your own course materials to answer student questions in real time, 24/7. And the good news is, you can customize Maizey your way, no coding required. You wanted to avoid exam-related questions? Just tell it in plain English. Want to push students toward deeper analysis in your response? Just type that command into the Maizey interface. It will decode your instructions and follow them in generating responses. As an example, this is the assistant AI that I built using Maizey for my own course, FinTech Innovations. Among the topics I talk about in the course are blockchain and cryptocurrencies. You can see that the interface for our assistant is very similar to that of ChatGPT here. Now, say a student has a question about our lecture last week, and is still confused about the particular example that I used in the discussion of the concept of smart contract. Now, if you ask ChatGPT the question, obviously it won't be able to answer that, no matter how you prompt it. It just can't because it doesn't have any information on what was talked about in that particular lecture and what example I used. By contrast, Maizey does have that information. It's set up as a TA on my Canvas site, so it automatically archives all my lecture slides, announcements, assignments, and other materials I put on Canvas. So it's much better equipped to answer that particular question. Let's type it in. Now in the background, Maizey is intelligently retrieving my course content that is most relevant to the student query. In this case, it's my lecture slide, discussing that particular example. Now Maizey combines this information with GPT's powerful generative ability to distill, synthesize, and clarify the content, resulting in a direct, specific, and high-quality answer to the student. Of course, it's equipped to answer other types of queries as well, like course logistics. In this case, it's pulling information from my syllabus to indicate the format of my final exam. And you can also instruct Maizey how to answer the questions. For instance, instead of giving a direct answer, when a student is confused about a broad, generic concept, like in this case, the concept of blockchain consensus, you can instruct Maizey to not only explain the concept, but also provide additional related materials and topics from your course and nudge the student to explore further using these resources. In other words, you can easily program Maizey in a way that not only addresses student questions, but also enhances their learning experience and encourages further learning as well. Now let me show you some results from our extensive field testing of the Maizey platform. We deployed Maizey in a variety of courses of different subjects. In each case, we set up a direct horse race between Maizey and ChatGPT, which many of our students are already using. For example, one course is TO313, the Core Operations Management class, a mixture of quantitative and qualitative content. There we set Maizey as a TA on the current Canvas site to absorb all the contents there. Then we bombarded it with a wide variety of questions: qualitative, quantitative, case, exam, logistics, you name it. And for each question, we also let ChatGPT-4 answer it. Then we let instructors rate both answers on a scale of 0 to 5, 0 being completely wrong and 5 being top-notch. Generally, a score of 4 or higher is on par with a very capable human TA. And here, Maizey really delivered. In 94% of the 50 questions that we threw at it, it's able to get a good or fantastic answer. ChatGPT is only able to get that for 74% of the questions. Also, for 94% of the questions, Maizey's answers received a higher score than ChatGPT's. Essentially, Maizey significantly outperforms ChatGPT in general, and particularly thrives where specifics matter, like course unique concepts, your chosen terminologies, or intricate multifaceted topics. In these situations, because Maizey is trained specifically using your course content, it can deliver much more accurate and specific answers. And with simple instructions, it can further suggest resources and prompt the student to learn even further. Bottom line, just like what we found out from the front lines, Maizey could work very well as a capable assistant in your classroom. One that has a photographic memory of the course content, smart enough to pick the right content for each question, and with the GPT engine, powerful enough to deliver high-quality responses that encourage further student learning. This would hopefully free up your and your TA's time for more challenging, hands-on questions. In the next video, I'll give a live demonstration of how to set up your own Maizey in less than 5 minutes.